Hi, this is Gigi with DPI Websites and CRM, and today we're going to do a full walkthrough of our brand new CRM platform. Now, remember to access your CRM, you first have to go to your website. From there, scroll all the way to the very bottom of the site and click on the Agent Login button. You're going to log in using your main email that you have with us and your password that was given to you by your designer. If you forgot your password, click Forgot Password button and go from there. Once you're logged in, you'll see CRM really big up here on the upper left-hand side. And you'll notice the very first window is always going to be your client center. Now, this list is a list of your entire database. It says all clients right here. And this list grows two ways. The first way is through the lead capture features on your website. Now, what that means is that anytime someone enters their name, phone number, and email anywhere on your website, it automatically registers them as a client under the new leads folder. And you get a text and an email letting you know that there's a new registration on the site. That's the first way. The second way is manually. You can manually add to this list yourself. And the way you do that is by clicking the Add Client button. I'm going to add a pretend customer here, just as an example. I'm only going to add the necessary fields needed to save the profile, which is name, phone number, and email. But as you can see here, there are a bunch of fields for you to fill out if you feel you'll use them. For example, one of the automations that the CRM offers is the birthdays automation. So if you know your client's birthday, you can enter it here, and the CRM would automatically send an automated birthday greeting every year on your behalf to your client. So just for the sake of demonstration, we're going to leave everything as is, and we're going to hit the save button. And now you'll see Jane Smith is now part of your client center. So let's say you wanted to put Jane Smith in a different category. So you have different categories here. The default categories that come with every CRM are the new leads, sellers, buyers, past clients, uncategorized for everyone that is obviously uncategorized. And then you have the all clients button, which will show you everyone. Now, let's say we wanted to put Jane Smith into a different category. The way you do that is by clicking the Manage button here, the little blue person icon. This takes you back to the client management page. We were just here, and you're going to see the client categories button here. Let's say Jane Smith is a buyer. So we're going to put her in the buyers folder, and she'll stay under your all clients, but now you'll see that she's under your buyer category. And if you click on buyers, it'll filter Jane Smith into this list. Now, there are two main functions and features of the CRM. The first one is the save searches. The save searches is a lot like the auto email function in the MLS. Let's use our buyer, Jane Smith, as an example. We're going to set Jane Smith up on a save search. Now, the way you do that is by clicking the little blue person icon right here. Again, this takes us back to the client management section. If you scroll down midway, you're going to see a section here called Save Searches and a set of instructions on how to do it. Step 1 is turn on the searches. There's a little green toggle here. Step 2 is click on Add Save Search. There's a button here that says Add Save Search. This opens up the search page on your website. So let's say Jane Smith is looking into Coral Gables. So I'm going to search Coral Gables. Let's see first how many listings there are in Coral Gables. So there are 445, and she is looking for a condo. So I selected property type condo. So of the 445, let's see how many are condos. 72. And she is looking for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath unit. So of the 72 properties, let's see how many fit this criteria of 2 plus 2 plus. So we have 56 and 55. Okay, so 55 properties so far. And her budget is between 400 and 600,000. So of these 55 properties, 7 of them fall within her criteria. So I'm going to save this search. There's a button here that says Save the Search. I'm going to exit the search page at the top. Exit. And I'm going to hit the save button we see right after that, save. And you're going to see a number 1 here under the save search column and across from Jane's name. So Jane now has one save search set up for her. Now what this does is it sends an email from you to your client whenever there's a new listing inside that criteria you had set for them. So that email is from you. And if your client, Jane, opens up that save search email and they click on a listing inside that email, you're going to get a text alerting you of that with the MLS number that they clicked on. All right, so those are the save searches. You're going to want to do that for all your buyer leads because it's something you set up one time and that's it. They're hearing from you all the time with relevant listings based on what they might be interested in. That's the second automation. So we have the birthdays, we have the save searches, and now let's talk about the newsletter. The newsletter is another automation we do on your behalf. Let me explain. So we send out a weekly newsletter to everyone in your client center that has an email. The newsletter is from you. It has your photo, your name, your contact information, your social media icons. It goes out on Mondays, and what it includes are the last 5 real estate related articles from your blog page. So this gets sent out in an e-newsletter format every Monday to every client here with an email from you. So that is another automation we do for you. Now, I wanted to go over some of the tools in the CRM, the category management. So the categories button here and the category management here all lead to the same place. And this is where you can manage your categories. Like I had mentioned previously, you have 5 defaulted categories. You cannot delete these, but you can add 3 more. You have a limit of 8. So you can add 3 more if you wanted to. So I'm going to go to add client category. I'm going to put SOI for sphere of influence, submit. And now you have SOI here. You can delete it if you want to test it out to make sure you did it accurately. You can go back to your client center and you'll see SOI here. Now let's go on to add off-market properties. This is pretty self-explanatory. If you plan on using this feature, you must let your designer know, whether that be Jenny or Denise, because they need to create the widget on your homepage to filter these off-market properties. This is something they have to do just one time, and that's it. Every off-market property you add will be reflected on your website. So it's pretty self-explanatory. You're going to have to enter all the details for that property, hit save, and you will see them all on this list, which will then get reflected onto your website. And then you have the featured homepage properties. This tool syndicates to the featured listings on your website, on your homepage. Okay, and all you need here is the MLS number. Okay. Now let's move on to blog management. So remember, we blog for you every day, Monday through Friday. We put up a real estate related article for you and we post it on your blog page. Okay, so here are the ones we're doing for you. You can add to this list as well. And the way you do that is by clicking the add blog post. So if you know how to use Microsoft Word, you're going to know how to add your own blog post. You can add a title, the blog content. You can add text and images here, and you can upload the photo, submit. And whatever it is that you add, your blog post, you'll see it reflected here along with all the other ones we do for you. Now, testimonials management. This is another one you're going to have to let your designer know about because they need to add the testimonials page onto your website should you want to use that tool. So they would add the testimonials page here, and then any testimonial you add will automatically syndicate to that page. Okay, so if you decide to use this, let your designer know, whoever that might be, Jenny or Denise, and you can start utilizing this feature. Now, SEO keyword management. Your website comes standard with pre-selected meta tags and keywords. You have them for the main pages on your site, your home page, your for sale page, for rent, new developments, existing developments, so on and so forth. Right? You can leave it as is, or if you want to have a little bit more control over the SEO portion of your website, you can manage it here. Just click the manage, and then you can modify whatever it is that you want to modify here. I'm going to be doing a separate training on the social auto postings. So we offer this feature where your website and your CRM can automatically post to your Facebook business page and your LinkedIn page. I'm going to do a separate training on how to link this manually yourself. If you have issues doing this, you can always let your designer know and we can do it for you. But I'm going to do a separate training on how you can do this yourself. And I'm also going to go through all of the settings here should you want to use this. And then the last button here is the change password. Pretty self-explanatory. You can change your own password if you're already logged in. Now you do have the account management here, which is where you would add your credit card information. Should that change, you would see your payment details here as well and your next charge. And then edit profile. So edit profile, you have some control over some of the information that gets relayed onto your website. Just go through it. You can change whatever it is that you need. So if you ever change your brokerage, you can do that here. You can change your email signature that goes out to all of your clients with all the automations that we're doing. So you can play around with that. And that is pretty much it. Remember that all of our trainings are recorded. You can click the learn button and you can access all of the other tutorials if you need to. And other than that, play around with the site, play around with the CRM. And if you have any questions, we're here to assist you. Thank you and have a great day.